Hello everyone, welcome to Ajiro Tech. Ajiro Tech. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Cambridge IGCSE ICT, which means Information and Communication Technology, with the course code 0417. We're looking at variant 2. Paper 2, in this video, we're looking at document production, October, November 2024, which was a paper that was released a few hours ago as of the time of this recording. The instructions are so important, so please go through the instruction. Total mark for these people is 70, so let's get right to it. The evidence document has already been created. You can see we've done a video on database, so please you really want to go check that video out. It's so detailed. I mean, details as you can literally get. So go have fun with it. Okay, so everything was created, and now we're going to tax 2 document. And yes, I do have my slides with me here because I'm going to be teaching you a whole lot. Now, it's important to understand that document production comes with the following chapters. It comes with chapter 13 layout, chapter 14 styles, chapter um, um, 16, 15 proofing, right? 15 proofing. So this is very important. And then chapter 17 document production. So this is very essential that we talk about all these things right here in this video. How awesome is that? Okay, you're going to edit a document about organic farming. The company uses a corporate house style for all their documents. Paragraph style must be created. I mean, take note of this. Paragraph style must be created, okay, and applied as instructed. So we're going to create some paragraph styles. Using a suitable software package, open the file. Now, the recommended software, according to chapter 13 layout is the Microsoft Word. Okay, well, to open this, this is a generic file. So please take note, this is the rich text format, which is a generic text file. And because of that, it can be opened with any word processor package. Okay, so I have this. I'm going to open it. Enter into organic. There you are. So I'm going to open it, and then I'll click on what? Enable editing. Okay, done. What else? I said the page setup is set to A4, landscape orientation with 2 centimeter margin. Do not make any changes to this. So we can always check. I trust them so well, but it wouldn't hurt. It wouldn't hurt to always check. So we have margin A4, and then we have this. Okay. All right. 3 paragraph styles has already been created. Okay. And apply to the text. Do not make any changes to this. Okay. Okay. So let's check if it has been created. Let's check. Right. 3. They said home. Right here to your styles. And then you can see we have, let's see, they said what? Has been created and applied to the text. So we have the title, the table, the body has all been created and applied to it. So we have to be careful because again, this has been created and applied. Okay, so we have this. Okay, see, this is exactly what we're talking about. So it's always important because by the time you keep going up and up with this, is applying to it. So I needed to show you what some students always do. So I'm going to don't save and then open it again. This is one of the errors. So my work is not the way it needs to be. That's because you did something different. So if you're to check on this, you don't click on it. Please take note, you don't click on it. That simply means you can use it to move across, right? To check the styles that have been applied. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, so we know we have 3. So now be careful now because styles can actually mess up your work. All right. Save the document in your work area with the file name organic. So I'm going to copy this. the file name organic, and of course you have to type it the way it is. File, save as, and then I have this. Come here to browse, whichever one. Paste it. Come here to Word document, and then I'll save it as organic. Click on OK. So that is done. Okay. Make sure it is saved in the format of the software you're using. So that simply means that this is going to be in Word document, which is, look at it here, is what? Here is what is the extension is .docx. Place in your evidence document a screenshot to show this file has been saved. Make sure there is evidence of the file type. So to come here, I'm going to switch this from the large icons to details, and I'm going to refresh. So now I need this to be at the top. So what I do here is I come here to sort by date modified, and I have this. Now the spaces are too much, so I'm just going to double click on it and then double click on it. So I'm going to come here to my snipping tool, click on open, new, and I'm going to take the screenshot. Okay, so this is going to be what? This is step 1 evidence. So I'll come here and I'm going to paste it. Okay. All right. Step 2, remove any page break from the organic document. Remove any page break from the organic document. So come here, right here home. This will show the paragraph, all the hidden formatting symbols that you have in this document. So I'll come here and I'll scroll down. So this is a page break. So at the beginning of the full stop, hit on delete. That's one. Any other one again? Yes, we have another one again. So here, hit on delete to remove it, and then I think that is done. Okay, I think that is settled. Okay, so I'm going to hide it back now. So that is done. The next one is place in this document right align header with automated page number. Right align the header. So I'll come here, insert under my header, right, 3 columns. Now it's important for you to take note of when we talk about our headers, and you probably see it in right here, coming, that's for my painter. Technique now. Okay, so coming, I've talked about the any page breaks. Okay, we've talked about page breaks, and this is what we have here for the page break, leaving white space at the end of it and removing. It's useful for removing windows and orphans from your document. Okay, so this is very important. What I want to talk about is the header and footer, and I want to show you a definition for it. Okay, I want to show you a definition for it. So I think we'll find it here. I have it somewhere in my slide. Okay, so we have headers and footers. Now, when we talk about headers and footers, it's important for us to understand that when you talk about headers, they appear. It's an area of the document between the top of the page and top of the margin. That's what it is. While the footer is the area of the document between the bottom of the page and bottom of the margin. So headers are at the top and footers are in the bottom. So this is very important. Okay. Okay, so here we have it. They said what? Right align header with automated page number. Okay, so right align here. So there are 2 ways to add it really. So you can come into page number, current position, and then you can choose the plain number, and then you can add it. So this is showing page 2. Okay. Right align footer on a single line with the text. On a single line, right align. So come here, go to footer, come here to the footer, 3 columns, still right align. So you come guide produced by. So I will copy this, paste this, okay, followed by space, and then your name, comma space, center number 017, 017, comma space, candidate number 2024. Okay, by your name, center number, candidate number. Okay, make sure that all the footer details are on a single line. So I'm going to delete this, and go to header to ensure nothing else is showing. Okay, now look at this. They said, all right, what else? The header and footers are aligned in the right margin of the page. So you can come here to always check, go to view, click on the grid lines to ensure that they are aligned. So yes, they are. Okay, I'll uncheck this. No other text or places are included in the header and footer areas. I've taken them off. The text have been gone. Headers and footer are displayed on all pages. Yes, they are. So I'm going to come to header and footer and I'll close this. Okay, a lot. And you're like, okay, do you have a private tuition? Don't you have? Do you have? And yes, Ajiro Tech do have a private tuition. So by my right, you can see that we have for the Edexcel and Cambridge IGCSE, and yes, we do have for all subjects. Okay, all subjects. Okay, the popular ones that's always been in demand is mathematics, English language as a second language. Okay, we have physics, we have biology, we have chemistry, and we have the flagship, which is ICT, just here and there. We also have business studies. So if you're interested for a private tuition, I think all you have to do is send an email to the sales team at ajirotech@gmail.com, and they would reply to you, talk about your time zone, talk about and the fee is really quite affordable. Really, it's really quite affordable. It's when you look at it across other tutoring service, I think this is the one that's quite affordable and you get the very best of service. We also have for the E-levels as well, and also for the Edexcel. So we have for the Cambridge E-levels and Edexcel E-levels. Okay, and we have also across the subject mathematics, which is usually the hot cake when it comes to E-level, mathematics and chemistry, and then biology. These are usually one of the ones we have in demand always, all the time. Even physics, for E-level. So all you have to do, if you're watching this right now and you are interested for a private tuition, then you can do yourself a solid, okay, and send an email to the sales team at ajiro@gmail.com and they'll reply to you. And the good news about this is, what I've discussed with the sales team is we've tried as much as possible to see how we can subsidize the amount according to countries, so it doesn't really look very, very heavy. Okay, so so this is really important. Yes, we do charge in pounds, but again, we try to be as much as possible considerate to your countries, and we don't just skyrocket the price. No, because at the end of the day, we know how it feels, and we really want you to actually get the best of service, and again, be able to afford it from the comfort of your home. So again, Ajiro Tech private tuition is currently ongoing. You can enroll yourself for the IGCSE and then for the E-levels. Again, for the IGCSEs, these are the subjects, and for the E-levels, these are also the subjects. So again, what are you waiting for? Just send an email to the sales team. If you're an IGCSE student preparing for IGCSE, if you're watching this in 2024, 5, watching this in 2026, watching this in 2027, we're currently ongoing, and this is actually a good time for you to actually explore and then get it tailored to your own needs. So trust me, you don't want to you don't want to miss out. Select the subheading, what is organic farming? What is organic farming? Okay, right here. And the following text up to and include the paragraph ending to looking after license. I'll copy this and then I'm going to find it. Okay, so I'm going to do this. You wonder what I did. So come here, editing, find. Okay, find, and then I pasted this. So right here. So that's the only one, to looking after the license. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so right here, so I'll close this. So I'm going to do that. So what is organic farming to? All right, so I'll add the space. Okay, change the page layout so that only this text is displayed in 2 columns of equal width. So come here, layout, columns, more columns, 2 columns, okay, of equal width. You can see that they are equal width. Co means 1 and 2 column, with a 1.5 centimeter spacing. So it needs to be, the measurement should be centimeter and not inch. So 1.5. So if you're not having centimeters, I'll show you how to do it. And it needs to be what, of equal width. Look at it, the equal width is checked. Okay, between the columns. So I'm going to click on OK. Now, for some reason you're not having this. You're not having centimeters. Go to File, go to Info. Sorry, File, More, Options, Advanced. Scroll down under Display. Show measurement in unit of centimeter. Okay. All right. So this is done. Sort the bulleted list from, okay, mix crop for PEX controls. Mix crop, sort the bulleted list. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah. For to as composed and green manure into alphabetical order. So to do this, right here, we come here to sort into alphabetical order. So right here, the paragraph sorted into text, and then we have this. So this is sorted into alphabetical order. Okay, what else? Step 6, format this list so that star shape bullet replace the existing bullet. So star shape, come here. Okay, so we have define new bullet, and then we come to the symbol here, and then we look for anything that has to do with star. Let's see, they've given us something. Okay, so let's look for a star. Okay, so we can, let's do from, these are symbols. Okay, you see this in the wing ding, and they have a lot of this right here. So you see some ships here, right? And there you would see the star. Okay, so this is the star that you're supposed to use. So if you look at this, and the question is, yep, I think that's it. Yep, that's it. So here you click on OK. Okay, so that's the star you're using, and then you click on OK. So you have this right here. Now they said what? Okay, to replace the existing bullet, the bullet I indented 2 centimeters from the left margin. So 2 centimeters from the left margin. So let's come here. So indented 2 centimeters, right? So under indentation 2 centimeters from the left margin. to check 2 centimeters on the left margin. Click on OK. Okay, indented 2 centimeters from the left margin. All right, let's look at the next one. Create and store the following styles, basing it on a default or normal paragraph style. So the default paragraph style is normal. So let's create it. Now, when you want to create this, you come here, right here, careful, create a blank paragraph. So come here to your styles, and then right here, click on normal, and then come here, click on new style. Okay, so what's the name of the style? The style is OF subhead. Copy this. Now paste it. And serif now is important. Let's look at this. For the serif, you see this in styles, right? So look at this. This is for serif and this for sans serif. Now both of them have different font faces and sizes. Now text can have different font faces, and we have two categories of them, right? Two groups. We have the serif and sans serif. When we look at the serif, right, they have little strokes at the end of each line. While sans serif, they have what? Straight edges. And a good example of your serif is your Times New Roman, and your sans serif is your what? Your Aria. Very important. Okay, so okay, good. Now the font face is design of the typeface. Example, the Times New Roman, which is a serif font, and Aria for sans serif. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, good. Let's go ahead. So the serif is your Times New Roman, and your font size is what? 22. Okay, what else? Alignment is what? Center. Enhancement is bold or italics. Line spacing is single. Format, go to paragraph. You see it as this is single 1.5 double, so it's already here. Okay, a lot. And you're like, okay, do you have a private tuition? Don't you have? Do you have? And yes, Ajiro Tech do have a private tuition. So by my right, you can see that we have for the Edexcel and Cambridge IGCSE, and yes, we do have for all subjects. Okay, all subjects. Okay, the popular ones that's always been in demand is mathematics, English language as a second language. Okay, we have physics, we have biology, we have chemistry, and we have you know, the flagship, which is ICT, just here and there. We also have business studies. So if you're interested for a private tuition, I think all you have to do is send an email to the sales team at ajirotech@gmail.com, and they would reply to you, talk about your time zone, talk about and the fee is really quite affordable. Really, it's really quite affordable. It's when you look at it across other tutoring service, I think this is the one that's quite affordable, and you get the very best of service. We also have for the E-levels as well, and also for the Edexcel. So we have for the Cambridge E-levels and Edexcel E-levels. Okay, and we have also across the subject mathematics, which is usually the hot cake when it comes to E-level, mathematics and chemistry, and then biology. These are usually one of the ones we have in demand always, all the time. Even physics, you know, for E-level. So all you have to do, if you're watching this right now and you are interested for a private tuition, then you can do yourself a solid, okay, and send an email to the sales team at ajiro@gmail.com, and they'll reply to you. And the good news about this is, what I've discussed with the sales team is, we've tried as much as possible to see how we can subsidize the amount, according to countries, so it doesn't really look very heavy. Okay, so this is really important. Yes, we do charge in pounds, but again, we try to be as much as possible considerate to your countries, and we don't just skyrocket the price. No, because at the end of the day, we know how it feels, and we really want you to actually get the best of service, and again, be able to afford it from the comfort of your home. So again, Ajiro Tech private tuition is currently ongoing. You can enroll yourself for the IGCSE, and then for the E levels. Again, for the IGCSEs, these are the subjects, and for the E levels, these are also the subjects. So again, what are you waiting for? Just send an email to the system. If you're an IGCSE student preparing for IGCSE, if you're watching this in 2025, watching this in 2026, watching this in 2027, we're currently ongoing, and this is actually a good time for you to actually explore, and then get it tailored to your own needs. So trust me, you don't want to miss out. Space before and after. So I will come here to paragraph. Space before and after. The after here is 4. To click on OK. Okay, so I think literally that's that. And I'll click on OK. Okay. Now they said take a screenshot to show you have defined the settings for the OF subhead style. So let's do that. So I'm going to right click, come to modify. So now we'll just take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this. So let's check again. Times New Roman 22, center, bold or italics, bold and italics, single line spacing, and then we have the 0 and 4. So good. So I'm going to take the screenshot of this. Yeah. Click on OK. Then I have this to enter. Then I'll post this. Okay, I think this is, let me just probably just make it 13. But I think this is good. Let me see. Okay, so this is definitely overlapping this. So Control Enter to bring it to the new page. Okay, I think this is, so we're having this. This is not too big. I think this is fair. I wanted the other one to be there. Let's see. Would this even work? Okay. So I think this is fine. Okay, so we have that. Okay. Just make it 14.6. All right. And okay, so I'm going to save my work. The next one is make sure the evidence that you have based this is the default paragraph or normal the default slash normal paragraph style. So if you look at this, you will see this right here. So it has what the style is based on, what normal. Very important. The style is based on normal. Place this in your evidence document. I've done that. Identify the 5 subheadings. Identify the 5 subheadings in the document and apply the OF subhead style to each one. The 5 subheadings. So I'll identify them. 1. Okay. Which one again? 2. 3. 4. And 5. Okay. Okay. I think that is that. So looking at this, what do you think this is? And we're going to learn about this, and then if what you think this is. So we see this in proofing, right? Chapter 15, proofing, and I have this here. So let's look at this. Now they said a window, a window is the last line of a paragraph that appears alone at the top of a page or a column. That's a window. So the last line of a paragraph. But an often is the first line of a paragraph or a heading or subheading that appears alone at the bottom of a page or column. So in the comment section, do me a solid. Let me know, is this a window or an often? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is an often because it is what? The first line or a subheading that appears alone at the bottom. So we need to ensure that we have a window often control. But we'll not worry about it now until we're done with everything. And if it still remains the same, we would fix it. Locate the table in the document. So let's locate the table in the document. Okay, located. Delete the entire column and content with the heading 2014. Okay, so let's delete this. Okay, so right here, table layout, delete. So delete column, done. Format the first of the table so that it becomes a single cell with the content center aligned over the 4 columns. So I'm going to highlight this and I'm going to merge this. Okay. All right. What else? Format the table so that the table width is set to 10.5 centimeters. The table width. So I'll come here, table design, table layout, properties. So the table width is set to what? 10.5. Okay. All right. The table is centered within the column width. The table is centered, properties, and within the column width. Okay. Centered. Done. Um, all text in each row displays on one line. Okay, I didn't do this. Step 10, I noticed something was wrong. Step 10, format the first of the table so it becomes a single cell with the content centered aligned over, centered align. So something was missing. Centered align, done. Okay, and what else? So this is done. 10.5. The table is centered within the column, all text displayed in one line. Yes, all text displayed in one line. So, okay. Format only the paragraph that starts a physical barrier. A physical barrier. So let's do that. Let's find it. A physical barrier. So I have this, a physical barrier. Okay. So a physical barrier here. So that the text is indented. Only the paragraph that starts. So only the paragraph. So this is it here. So that the text is indented 1.5 from both left and right margin. So here, paragraph 1.5. Okay. What again? It displays an external 3 to 4 point black border. Okay. So we can do this. So the black border. So I'll come here to my layout. Design. I can do it here in page border, change here to border, whichever I want to do, or you can come here to the layout as well. I think we have other ways to do it as well. Design, and you can also do it from there as well. So again, border, um, and then a 3 to 4 points. Let's say 3 to 4 points. So come here, change this to what, 3 to 4 points. Okay. Now it's applied to text. So notice that format only the paragraph. So we change this to what? To paragraph. Okay. We change this to paragraph. Black border. So the color is going to be black. And then we'll click on OK. So it's not going to work, right? Because I didn't click on the box, right? So I was talking about the two ways we can do it. Design, come here to the page border, and then we can switch to border, and then we can do this. Or right here in your home, you can come here to borders and shading. I was looking for this border and shading, and then right here, not this is applied to none. That's why it's not going to work. So come here to box. So now we have this, and then we can choose this to black, right? And then choose this to what, paragraph. Now you have to add this. The other one, it was not showing anything here, right? So here is box, here is shadow. So you need to know what you're doing. Here is 3D, and here is custom. You can customize it the way you want. So we're clicking on box. So 3 to 4 points. So we have this 3 to 4 point. Okay. So it has a light gray 15 to 35, 15 to 35 background fill, percent background fill. So come here again. So right here, so we can have light gray. So I want this to be applied to everything here. So I'll come here to border and shading. Under shading here, right? Under the shading, because you need to have a light. Now that one will only apply to, I want it to apply to everything. So 15% to 35%. So light gray. So this will be 25. So 25 seems fair. Let's see, do we have up to that? This is what? 50, so 25. Okay. So again, it's going to be applied to what? To the paragraph. That's what I want. This is what is obtainable, not this other one you do here, right? So you need to know the difference. This is what they want to see. Okay, good. Okay, so hope we're having a good time, right? All right. So this is done. Let's look at the next one. Spell check and proofread the document. So let's spell check and proofread the document. So I'll come to my review, spellings and grammar. I think this is fairly no spelling errors. Probably we have so we ignore this, and the rest we can just ignore because literally they don't have anything we need to. It's usually spellings that we take note of. Okay, close this. We're almost there. 96. Close this. Okay, so we have this resume. Just ignore. And vocabulary, just ignore it. So it's good. So we have 100% or close to. All right, so let's look at this. So now this has been sorted, right? And this has been brought to where it needs to be. So I think everything looks fairly good, right? It looks good here. We don't have any issues with this, the star and everything. I think with this we can print our work literally. So let's look at this. They said make sure the list and tables are not split over 2 columns. The list is not split, the table is not. There are no windows and offense, so we can just do Control A to select it, come here to home, paragraph, line break, check the windows and offense to just do that. Okay. There are no blank pages, it's not. Original styles are maintained, spaces consistent between all items. Save the document with this using the same file name and format used in step 1. So it's the same. Literally, it's the same. Okay, we can just remove this one. Okay, so save our work, and then it's time to print. Okay, file, print. Okay, so let's see how we can do this. This other one was, I think I used 25, so that's fine. 25, light gray, light gray 25. Yes. Okay, so let's print our work. So this is going to be Microsoft Print to PDF, and this is going to be Ajiro Tech. If you're not subscribed to Ajiro Tech, you want to do that now. Print, and where are we? So this is going to be print out document. Okay, to document. Okay, so it's very important because again, we're done with this, right? And it's always important to always check. Okay, to always check our work. So let me refresh this. Okay, sorry. Let's find out where was this saved? Because I'm not seeing it here. So I'm wondering, where was it saved? So this was saved in paper 3. Okay, paper 3. Okay, so print out document. I can cut this, go back to it, paper 2, and print this. Okay, and print this. Okay. All right, so we can come here to always see how the work is going to look like before you send it to the printer. It is always important to always check your work before you send it to the printer. All right, so this is it. This has been helpful. Again, in terms of the spelling here, we've been able to see what a grammar check is and then what a spell check is. Very important to ensure that your work is spelled correctly and contains no data entry errors or typos. So we're done with this. Thank you very much, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Bye for now.